Hi friends, Scott here. Welcome back to another story time. This month we're reading Clackety Track, Poems About Trains by Skila Brown and illustrated by Jamey Christoph. Let's get started. Morning in the yard. Sun's up, it's morning in the yard. Trains move on their private boulevard. Look close, not every train's the same. Let's see how many we can name. As they depart from where they're stored, come on, hop on now, all aboard. Freight train. There's nothing plain about a train. White striped engines lead the chain. Cars curved and straight, open and closed. Pallet piles and logs exposed. Clanking crayon, pack on wheels. Racing rainbow made of steel. Rows of grooves, cables and bars. Graffiti rockin' out the cars. A badge of rust, a proud oil stain. There's nothing plain about a train. Tracks. Stretched web path, no start, no end. Criss-cross the ground around a bend. Wood ties, steel beams, locked tight, secure. Around, things move. Tracks stay, endure. Tracks wait to see which train will come. A shudder felt, hiss of brake drum. Start of a song, click-clack refrain. Listen, hush, here comes a train. Bullet train. Jet train, sleek and slick. Land plane, quick, quick, quick. Faster than a cheetah racing down a hill. Step up close and brace for a whooshy, wind-blown thrill. Steam engine. Biggest beast you've ever seen, gobbling up a coal cuisine. 100 tons of steel machine, belching out a steam smoke screen. Train snowplow. Keep back from the tracks when the snowplow's comin'. Whatever you do, steer clear. With its nose to the ground, it comes pushing and humming. Give a wave to the brave engineer. It side slings the snow like a thick fountain sprayed. All around it, the crowd gives a cheer. But don't get too close to the train plow's cascade. If you do, you might disappear. Zoo train. Get your ticket and your snacks. This is the train for you. You can look for weasel packs and watch the hippos chew. Tigers lying on their backs and piles of rhino poo. The only tracks close to yaks, it's such a perfect view. This is where your legs relax, riding the train at the zoo. Electric train. Power from the wire, pantograph required. Cabled line of fire, tethered train flyer. Dinner train. You tell the crew, a table for two. Unpack your appetite. You sip and chew, drink in the view. The sunset's such a sight. Try something new. Goat stew, fondue. Hot cocoa sounds quite right. A smile for you from bread up to the last dessert-y bite. The underground train. Deeper than the moles dig, the worms dig, the mice dig. Deeper than the rats dig is the underground train. It's filled with announcement sounds, beeping sounds, doors closing sounds, the clanking and the breaking sounds, the squeal and the strain. It travels through with pipes above, rocks above, homes above. Traffic stopped on streets above as it zooms along. People go below the ground, work-bound, homebound. People flowing up and down, an all-day steady throng. Inside the cars are laughing people, sleeping people, reading people. Workers, babies, older people ride it every day. Underneath the smog-filled streets, the crowded streets, the sizzling streets. Deep below the stop-still streets is the cool subway. Shoulder ballast cleaner. Big giant, dig deep down, scoop up rocks, churn around, slosh clean spit mud out the side. What a dusty ride. Whistle stop tour. Opulent train, regal and grand. Each stop is brief, already planned. Rolls into town, someone strikes up the band. The whistle stop tour, the whistle stop tour. The leader walks out to the balcony stand, says a few words, the crowd gives a hand. Then the train pulls away, travels over the land. The whistle stop tour, the whistle stop tour. Sleeper train. Hush, here comes a train. Open the walls and pull the beds down. Climb up and slide in and don't move around. Hook on the sleep straps and slip right through town. Hush, here comes a train. Hush, here comes a train. Chuggety, hufflety, snuggled down deep. Clackety, trackety, counting of sheep. Clinkety, rockety, sleepity, sleep. Hush, here comes a train. Train facts. The largest steam locomotives were built in the 1940s. The Union Pacific Big Boys, for example, were so massive they could haul 100 full wagons, traveling as fast as 70 miles or 110 kilometers per hour. Extra locomotives, called distributed power units, can be placed between or behind freight cars on very long trains to help them haul long, heavy loads without derailing. The United States is divided into time zones because it once made travel by train easier to schedule. The world's longest ever passenger train had 70 cars pulled by one engine. It was more than a mile long. Engineers don't just drive the train. They also have to inspect all its mechanical aspects and keep an eye on the speed, brakes, and gauges. Ballast is the crushed stone around train tracks that helps distribute the weight of the track, prevents plants from growing on the tracks, and gives snow and rain a way to drain. Electric trains have pantographs mounted on top of their cars to collect the current from the wires above and power the train. Today's bullet trains can go more than 300 miles or 480 kilometers per hour. Until the 1980s, cabooses were the final car on every freight train. Inside, the conductor had a desk for paperwork, a sleeping bunk, a cast iron stove for cooking, and a toilet that sometimes emptied straight onto the track. The end. Thank you for joining me on another story time. Now we'll pop on over to Roni for an amazing craft.
Hi friends, this is Roni back here at the Colorado Railroad Museum. So happy to see you. We have a really fun craft that I think you're going to really enjoy that has to do with our book, Clackety Track. And they talked about a lot of trains in that book, mostly poems about the trains. But this one is my favorite. It's about snow plows. So what we're going to make is a snow plow. I know. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, right? Let me show you what we need. So first of all, we need to make the snow. So the things you need for that is some shaving cream and glue. And I'll show you what we're going to do with that. Then we're going to need some construction paper. We need the blue paper for the sky or whatever we're going to be putting our train on. We need the yellow for our snowplow. And we once again need some black for our wheels. Okay, in addition, we will need marker, scissors, glue, paintbrush, and I forgot that we need to make our snow in a paper cup, plastic cup. All right, let's get started. So the first thing we probably need to do is make the snow, so we don't have to worry about when it's time to put it together. So we're going to shake up the shaving cream, and we're going to put it in there. I would probably put about that much, at least a half a cup. And this is a really easy recipe. It's really forgiving, so you don't have to have exact measures. But I would probably put like one squeeze, so one long squeeze of the glue. Oh no, don't do this to me. There it goes. Okay, just let it go for a while. And stop. Okay, and with your paintbrush, go ahead and mix it up. And what this does, it gives that shaving cream a little bit of body, so it doesn't just get on the paper and kind of flake away. It kind of stays on there for a little bit. And you'll see how fun that's going to be when you put it on. Okay, so our shaving cream paint is all done, but I'm going to put it aside for now. Now we're going to make our snowplow. So take your paper and get your yellow paper ready. So to make it, I was using all shapes. So I took half a sheet of the yellow paper and I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to fold it in thirds. That way it kind of gives us a base to start from. Okay, and I'm going to take that apart. And we're going to cut this in half. So if you want to make another one, you have everything you need on this side. I'm going to cut along that line again. What I like to fold is it kind of gives you a kind of pattern or something to follow when you're cutting. So when I was looking at it, at my snowplow, I thought, oh, that's a pretty good one because you want a big, strong snowplow to get all the snow off. Then we're going to cut this other side, cut that off, and then we're going to fold it in half. There you go. After you open it, go ahead and cut that part, and that's going to be the top of our snowplow. And then the tricky part for the plow, we are going to go ahead and cut this in an angle, just like a triangle. Just cut the square in half. Now you have all your pieces for the snowplow. Okay, so now that you have everything there, you got to make your track, and then we'll glue everything together. So, easy stuff. Just make a line towards the bottom of your blue paper, and I always make tracks kind of like at an angle. If you make them straight, that's okay too. You guys, it just depends on your perspective for how you're looking at the train tracks. Tracks are all there. Let's go ahead and glue on your body of your plow. So I like to put it on the paper so it doesn't tear the yellow paper. And just put it on there. Okay. Whoops. Go ahead and put this top part of the plow on. I know it almost looks like a truck, but we know all that snow has to come off the tracks as well. And then we're going to put a little bit glue right here for the plow. And we're going to put it this way. So now you have your plow, you need the wheels, and I think last time, or one of the things that I've told my students in the past and people, my kids, is to fold the paper several times, and then I take the glue, top of the glue, and you trace around it. And then you'll make several wheels all at once. One cut, usually 3 or 4 wheels. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! There's our 4 wheels. Okay, so I always like to put 2 towards the back and 2 towards the front. And then we're just going to glue them on. Okay, now if you notice, there's no snow on this side because the plow has already gone through. It's a good plow. All right, now for the fun part. We are going to make this, all the snow is going to be in the front, and then it's going to look like it's going to come and clean it off. You can have so much fun with this. So to make it big, clunky bits of snow like we had the other day here, it's a lot of snow. Maybe it's a mountain of snow. You can do whatever you want. This is your picture. And on the tracks, and there's going to be a little bit left. Not a lot, but a little bit. But the best part is after the plow comes through, it's going to make it like a cloud or wisps of snow, like it's cleaning it. And the plow is also going to have snow. The best part about this little recipe, if you haven't already done it at your school, is that once it dries, you can touch it, and it's all like cushy. It's fluffy, and it won't get on your hands. Mom's gonna like that. Okay, so there's our snow plow, and I had a lot of fun with it. In a little bit, we're going to let it dry for a second, and that way I'm going to show you how it's kind of fluffy and puffy. So I think you guys really enjoy this project. And next time you come to the museum, you'll have a chance to come and see our snow plows. We have several here on our property. So I'd like to thank you again for joining me on this craft, and look forward to possibly seeing you here at the Colorado Railroad Museum. Have a great day. Bye.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Commenting and sharing in particular may qualify as virtual engagements for important funding programs like the SCFD.